Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to EVE Online. So I posted a video the other day, just some silly thing, and a lot of people seem to be intrigued by EVE Online, and actually a bunch of people have been talking about it. So let me just give you a rundown of what EVE Online is. It's probably the most in-depth, complex MMORPG you can ever think of it. And before you say, oh, MMORPG, I'm out of here, or too complex, well, maybe if it's too complex, it may be a little harder for you. But it's probably one of the most advanced MMOs out there that you can have a lot of fun if you enjoy mining, player versus environment, player versus player is probably the most in-depth you can ever get into an MMORPG or even an online game. The game is good for casual and people with a lot of time. Casual in when you're training your skills, you actually right click and you basically train, and you can even have a queue up to 24 hours, and basically this works while you're offline. You don't have to be in game to train. I can Alt F4 right now. Well, actually, you can't Alt F4 in this game. You have to hit escape and whatever. They just don't have an Alt F4 key, I guess, to prevent rage quitting. But anyways, you can hear, I'll show you my skills quickly. If anyone really cares, they can pause it and say, wow, you're an idiot. As you can see, I've done both industrial and combat. I've done gunnery and like hybrid turrets, I guess they call it, and missiles, which is kind of silly, but oh well, we all do mistakes. Here's the industrial. And leadership skill, I'm not even sure why I trained that. Mechanics here. Right now I'm working on jury rigging, so I can use, what are they called here? I'll show you on my ship. Rig slots, which I'll tell you about that in a minute. But character name's Kane Hart, by the way. If you play EVE, you can send me credits or say hi to me. But I'm Kane Hart in the game. Here's the missile launcher operations. Navigation. Science, social, spaceship command, spaceship command, and trade. Ta-da. And if you're like, wow, that's quite a lot of skills. I'm sorry, there's hundreds more. That's just what I have trained, which is 125. They go up to level 5, and like I said, there's hundreds of skills, and it's ridiculous. So, you know, it's a very complex game. You can even check your history on it. You have certifications. I don't have any. Decorations, medals. I don't have any. Attributes, basically, they're your main stat, which you can pick when you first create your character. You can even remap them now, right here. So I want some perception. So I don't even know how I have a -1 there. I don't know if that's just more luck or what, but basically you can remove some from one and add it to another, etc., etc. So that one levels a little faster, but you don't want to waste those. I believe you can only do them 3 times a year, I believe you have an amount. I'm not quite sure on that one. But I'm going to leave them for now because if I recall, perception and willpower is great. And for some reason, I seem to have a -1. Means maybe, just maybe, I have 1 extra point more than I should, which is probably when they changed it, etc., etc. You can buy implants. I got these ages ago. I'm actually poor, really poor. I only have 18 million ISK. But anyways, these implants here were 20 million each, and if I lost not my ship but my pod, which is usually only the case with PvP, if somebody podded me, that would be 100 million worth of implants. Basically, these give 4 to each attribute. Here you go, you can see right here, modifier. And the higher these attributes are, the faster these train. So for spaceship command, for example, this is 17 days. When we go show information here, you can see the multiplier, blah, 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 skill opponents. So you can see primary attribute, perception, secondary, willpower, the 2 of them that have the highest. I did that for a while. I think that's almost even recommended for a lot of people, just so you can level up the ships a little faster. But yeah, and then you have your jump clones, which are what you can set at a different station to jump to. So if I jump to this station right now, my implants would actually be safe. So that's a good feature when you want to be safe, I guess, is a good way. If you don't want to lose your implants, you're going to PvP battle, etc., etc. That's a good way to do it. You got your bio. I haven't filled it in. You got your employment history, long, colorful employment history. Never kicked out. Never any drama issues or anything. I just played, quit, played, quit, played, quit. It kind of happens. So you go from Player Corp to NPC Corp, Player Corp to NPC Corp, or some of them closed down, or some of them ended up being 2-day-old corps, etc., etc. Mainly because, you know, no one logged on, or I didn't log on. Usually I don't log in, and then I get kicked out or whatever. And that's happened in the past. I'm going to try to change that around this time. Here's your standings with people who dislike me, which seems to be all NPCs. Corporations, I think, are also just all NPCs. And then like by, these are just the different corporations and factions and agents, etc., etc. Security status is basically here. If it gets below, is it -5 or 0 point? I don't know. You'll get shot on sight basically if you come into safe areas like Jitta, which is 0.9. You got kill rights, combat log. This is the ships I lost recently. Yeah, it happens. And kills. Pilot license. Plex is actually a really cool thing. Buy on the Eve market. Let's see if we can find some. So if you have 475 million, a little off, you can buy 1 month of gameplay by other players, or other players can buy the Plex online, and then they can sell it in-game on the market and get 500 or 450 million for them. And that works out for both people, because for newbies, getting started, it's a little hard sometimes. Though I think you can. I'm not paying for Plex, for example, but I seem to be just doing fine. Where other players may find it a little rough, and they may just want to buy one Plex card. I mean, it should last you forever, especially if you're just starting out in Eve. You're not going to spend 500 million in a month unless if you're derping it up pretty hardcore. My suggestion, though, if you're new to Eve, you do all the tutorial missions. When you're done the tutorial missions, excuse me, you have these career ones, and you better do them. I just did these when I came back. My account's back in 2003, and I just finished doing these. Actually started and finished them. And you get a lot of good things. I think you get like over 5 million ISK and several ships out of this. So if you do all these, it's good. Make sure when you're doing the advanced military one, you pay attention. If you don't read the instructions, you will lose a ship or two. But yeah, and then when it comes to, the game has so much to it. These are locations, old locations, not even sure where they are. You see I have locations back from like 2003. Oh, that's page. These are agents I guess I've talked to, my contacts, friends, etc., etc. And then you got things like your mail. I won't go into that because that's private. Go away. The mail system is pretty advanced with like advanced notification. These are my current ship, which is a Drake, which is around 30 million ISK in cost, and then with launchers and then missiles. That's just showing you the ammo, but the launchers are under there. And this just shows you a little information. It's a crappy ship. I'm not really good at the game, but I'm learning and I'm having a great time. And as you can see, it's very complex, but you learn over time. And then you got probably the most advanced market system you'll ever find in a game. When I say most advanced, I mean, Jesus, most advanced possible. Let's see if we can get a capital ship. Any of these around here, I guess. View details. So here you go. This one's 494 million. Oh man, maybe I'll get one of these one day. That'd be kind of cool. You can see their description, attributes, all the different settings for it. Tons of them. If you like to pause, you can go ahead. I'll just do this a little slower so you can see all the crazy stuff they have. And the fittings, it shows you how many fittings it has. Now this is a transport ship, so you won't have a lot of fittings on here. It's mainly meant to move large amounts of cargo. And these, it'll even tell you the skills required for this ship. And it'll even tell you total training time to use this. 10 days, 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 57 seconds. You can see these are the people who are willing to buy it. These are the people willing to sell it. As you can see, 494 million, 482 million. Pretty close, so you know if you're going to buy it from somebody, you're pretty much paying an okay price for it. This shows you the market value. As you can see over time, in the past, since December, it was quite low, and only recently it spiked. For a while, there wasn't a lot of players actually in Eve. There were some issues going on, etc., etc., and Eve, I think, dropped quite a bit in subscription rates. This, you can ignore that when that happens, from what I've noticed. But anyways, so you can see this, slowly coming up, up in price over time. Seems like it may be flatlining there now, but who knows? It may even go up more. So the market's all like player based basically, and very dynamic, and things go up and down. You can see this ship here, even bigger ship. Require 31 days to run the ship. But now this ship is insane. I mean, you will never. Well, I guess you could own this. I could never dream of owning a ship over $1 billion. But as you can see, this baby goes up, down, up, down. It was at 1.5, and it's capping up to about 2 billion now in cost for this ship. Isn't that insane? So you can see being industrial, basically a crafter if you want to call it, is quite cool. Researchers, basically you take like a master copy blueprint, and you create copies of that, and then you manufacture with it. And oh my guys, this game is so complex. Here's some of my assets around, just give you an idea, all items around the world. So I have items everywhere, but I've been around the game for a long time. If we go to map, this is where things get interesting. You got stats for maps. The maps are insane. Just give you an idea. Is it Alt? Is it Shift? Or is it just me clicking? Oh crap. Is it middle? Oh, maybe I have to zoom in. I'm trying to see how to turn the map, but I'm not sure how I do that now. Not a big deal. Oh, unflatten. Here we go. Whoa, there we go. So here is the universe. Let me give you an idea. You're only seeing 2/3 of what you can possibly see. Basically, there's over 5,000 systems that you can travel in. And there's, or a little more than that, I think. And then there's 2,500 systems that you won't even see on this map, period, which are wormhole space, which you can get later on. You can find these hidden wormholes in sectors and stuff. As far as I know, even wormholes can jump slightly. I believe you can always get to the same sector, like the same system, but they jump and you have to locate them with probes and etc. And oh my, the game can get really, really complex and really, really cool. You got things like statistics, so you can say average pilots in space to give you an idea. So we can go over here and say, oh, look at this. This is the last 30 minutes, by the way. This is not the last 24 hours. And you can say, oh, look, what's over here? So you can go over here and say, okay, it looks like the hottest market is right where I am, which it probably is, which is Jeddah. And we go over here, and it seems to be lying to me, because it says there's 100 pilots in the system of, yeah, that's a lie. Let's go to chat here, shall we? Hello, chat. Chat. Local. Yeah, okay. I must misunderstand the definition of what it means. That, as you can see, this is local chat for Jeddah. Just this system alone, 1,200 players in one system. Yeah, powerful stuff. But it does say, I'm a little confused why it says that, because there's 34. So maybe that's the average pilots in space in the last 30 minutes. Huh. I'm probably misunderstanding what that is. These Chronos fields, something like that. I believe that's probably a 30-minute timer. Maybe it's a 24-hour timer. Basically, you see all these like bright little lights that popped up around the universe. Basically, these are massive capital ships like Titans and stuff. And as far as I know, they jump. They can't even use the Stargate system because they can't go from Stargate to Stargate. So they actually have a fleet of players that go ahead and they mark a jumping site and they actually place something, I think, so it can jump to it, like a special gate or whatever. And then this massive Titan will actually jump from one point to another. Where any other player, normally, I have to travel. If I want to go here, let's just go here for fun anyways. I'll show you how crazy this is. Set destination. I'd have to go through 57 different jumps just to get to that system. Let's see over here. And this takes, of course, the shortest thing, 63, 39. And of course, this is not showing you all the wormhole space territory. And you have to also notice these are taking some shortcuts. I mean, look at the big shortcut there, the big shortcuts here, etc., etc. But it's insane how large this universe is. And even taking those jumps, I mean, you say, oh, that doesn't look too bad. It could take me hours to go and travel that distance. Many hours. That, and I probably wouldn't make it anyways because I'd get shot on sight. So you can do things like station count, give you an idea where all the stations are. So clearly a lot of them are here, but you can see them outside here. This is like safe space in this area, where everything else here is pretty much open to dying. Ships destroyed in the last hour. This gives you an idea how many ships were destroyed in the last hour here. So it looks like we have a lot of idiots or something going over here. So let's check this out if we can. So let's put back to flat map. It just makes it easier to move around here. So the forge. Okay, here we go. Woo. So we have had a lot of ships in the last hour destroyed here. 17 ships, 15 ships. Now let's change that to 24 hours. And you get really cool stats. So over here, looks like a crazy one here. 153 ships. It's in a minus 1.0 space. Basically, no law, etc., etc. in that area. And that would indicate there was an actual battle there. There was a war. You can probably, well, this is one universe, is one server. Well, it's multiple servers, but like you're playing on one server, you don't play the East Coast server, the West Coast server, and you get a good connection anywhere in the world, Russia, everywhere. But you can see there was a massive battle there. There would have been there. When you come more in here, a lot of these ships are usually young new players, just smashing their ships, blowing them up, doing their tutorial, etc. But we click here, for example, and we can see this one, 332 ships destroyed in the last 24 hours in a 0.9. The chances of that is stupidity, but that just gives you an idea, I guess. Pirates and police ships destroyed. So pirates and police ships. I don't quite understand. I guess that may be PvP? I'm not quite sure on the meaning of that, but you can see all the space here. Looks like the Jove Empire gets hardly touched. Actually, now I think about it, I don't even know if you can... Can you enter Jove Empire? I wonder if you can, or if it's... I almost think... I was reading some lore last night. I was actually reading this PDF, 400 pages PDF file on EVE, and I'll actually put it in the description if I can remember, and you can get more information. But anyways, number of pilots docked, number of pilots currently docked and active. Oh, okay, here we go. So now when we go to Jeddah, I bet you that's where we'll get a big number. So here you go, 1,126 pilots are actually docked, because this is like the biggest trade kind of safe zone area where a lot of people do their trade and commerce. But as you can see, even down here, I'm not sure exactly what we have down here. 0.5 space. Oh, okay. Oh, that's 1 point. Okay. Oh, that's Armar. So that's a faction down there, and that must be their main safe haven. So you can see the big safe havens, I guess, easily that way. Jumps in the last hour. Oh, this one, you'll love this. So these are all the jumps that were done by players in the last hour. You can see the quite busy world. So this is definitely must be an area that people can't travel in this area. But like I said, there's literally like another 2,500 plus systems. There's probably what, 100 there maybe, but there's 2,500 plus elsewhere that you can get to through wormholes. They don't show up on the map or nothing. You got to scan for them, you got to bookmark them, and you got to remember them, and it's so crazy and cool. Escape pods destroyed in the last hour. So most of these are usually PvP related. So if we go here, it's probably 0.4, 16 pods killed. You can clearly tell there's some probably pirates or guarding going on, people entering there and they're killing them. And anyways, it shows you a lot of crazy stuff. There's sovereign, strategic. I can't talk properly. So this is probably definitely player-owned. Wow, that's some cool stuff. I don't even know most of this stuff works. Military, industrial. You can see some industrial areas. Recent changes. So these shows you the recent changes. As you can see, no recent changes. Trust me, that doesn't happen often. It'd have to be a really big war. If you can see, it's a system or one or two at most. you really don't see changes ever. All factions and alliance, basically. Here you go. Based on standing, Empire factions, AA citizens, against all the authorities. So these are the massive alliance, I believe. So let's see if I can find one I know. So there's Nemesis, where I don't even know where they're stationed. Oh, I don't even see anything. I'm probably looking at this wrong anyways, guys. I'm really bad at when it comes to something like this, but Test Alliance, please ignore. I know they have a bunch of space, so there you go. So they own Fountain, which would be kind of a cool alliance to be part of. I like Fountain Space, but you always have to do research if you want to join Alliance. I mean, hey, they're cool, but look at them. They don't control much space. I mean, they control Fountain, which is... Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit my mic. They control Fountain area and whatnot, which is really cool. But to get there is probably going to be really, really unsafe. They probably don't own, unless if they have alliances with other people. You're probably going to get owned even just going there, even if you're in that. But anyways, you can go through here and you can see the different alliances that own it. Basically, an alliance is a corp inside of an alliance and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. This is probably what you're hearing from me. If you guys aren't getting any grasp with this, this is probably all you're hearing from me is blah, 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 blah. That's why I'm doing it in one video, trying to show you a lot. And you guys can tell me if you want to see any more videos. My information, so deliveries. Don't even know what that is. Probably should look into that. Impounded. I think that's a corporation thing. We have some skill books or something in our thing. My assets, well, she will tell you where your assets are. Yes, I actually own assets in YZLQL. I logged in one day, 2006, 2000-ish, yeah, 2006, and I got owned, lost my battleship there, I cried. My available agents, these are all the agents available to me, yeah, a lot. My bookmarks, you see the little dots around, a lot of bookmarks around the world, just random whatever for... You basically make a bookmark saying, hey, you know, pick up cargo here, etc., etc. Silly things. My cargo, I don't know what that is. I don't think anything lit up. My colonies don't know that. My court members now in space. It would show if any of them are on. My fleet members, offices. There's the offices for our corp. Planet scan range, not sure what that is. Property, systems I've visited. Now this is a very, very cool one. This actually tells you every system that you have visited. Isn't that amazing? Look at how many and I've been playing since 2003, guys. 2003. If we go over here, let's go to the fountain. As you can see, I haven't visited this area in a long time. How do I know this? Last time I visited this system was 2003, 12, 11. Yeah, now you understand how crazy this is. So, 2003. So maybe I did lose that ship in 2003. I thought it was a little sooner than that, but yeah. How cool is that? So this gives you an idea of all the systems I've ever visited. And I guess the color code shows, you know, like the most I've visited, so... I should say red is brighter? Oh no, red is less. Okay. So the brighter and colorful it gets, the more I've visited somewhere. So it looks like these big yellow ones, I would have 20 visits. Orange is 60. Yeah, I don't quite understand the meaning of these visits. But pretty cool anyways, huh? And there's a lot more here. I mean, this is nothing. Incursions? I'm not even sure how the incursions work here, but... oh god, and then there's little changes you can do. Autopilot, solar system map. Oh my god, it never ends. You can even look at each solar system map. This is a solar system map of the current solar system I'm in. Gives you an idea. Oh god. It never ends, guys. This game is amazing and insane and so large and so complex, and oh, and you're probably wondering about storage. I mean, you have an unlimited inventory in almost every game you've ever played, probably. Not in this game. As far as I know, unlimited storage at every single station possible. And then you can get these station containers that hold an insane amount. Like, assemble this container. You can see this container Holds, oh, that's a huge storage container. That's nothing. What's this one? Is this a storage container too? Oh no, here we go. So capacity, oh no, that's a general freight container actually. That's for traveling. That's 120,000. You can buy a station container here that holds even more, but that's for organization anyways. Basically, you can throw all your items in here. You can search it. You can stack them up more like this. There's an API that lets you use third-party applications to go through all your assets. So you can actually check on the web. You can even have one that'll calculate every single asset you own and give you an approximate value of everything you own. You can see, you can go through this asset screen. You can change a bunch of things, regions, constellation, solar system, station. You can even search for items. So I can search for my Drake there. And there you go. I found my Drake sitting there where I am right now. It just never ends, guys. It's amazing. You get this journal with detailed information about, your, what is this here? Everything, I guess. Epic journal. Wow, that's cool. I've never done that before, have I? Oh, yeah, I did. I did the sister one. Quality of the mercenary. Oh, I have to look into this. I haven't seen that thing. But anyways, it never ends, guys. This game is amazing. You got your wallet here. I don't really want to show you too much, but let's see here. You got your load here. This is like my wallet. So you can see all the different transactions I'm actually making. It will list every single transaction possible. You got orders. You got shares. Yes, you can own shares in corporations. Apparently, I own 5 shares in Genko and 1,000 shares in University of Eve. Not even sure what I can do with that, if they're even worth any value. I think that's for voting and stuff like that. And that was the journal I showed you. Oh no, that was a transaction. This is a journal, even more detailed information. Oh god. And then you got things like Corp Wallet. I won't touch this because it's not really my business. Well, it's my business, but not your business. I don't want to be showing you, information. But let's just say there's lots of information here. I mean, we're a small corp, but lots of cool stuff there. And then this is hardly anything, but you got a bounty office. This shows you bounties on players. This guy has 154 billion ISK bounty on him. Why would anyone put such a bounty on him? Oh my. Wow, that is insane. But anyways, you can see the bounties and here, and you can actually collect them. You can go and kill all these players for these bounties, and you can see a lot of 500 million bounties here. You can place a bounty on a player, and these people will get hunted. Basically, if this John Rowe entered Jeddah here, you'd have like 100 ships open fire on him trying to claim that bounty. And man, guys, the game is so crazy. They even have this now. Let me show you this, actually. I'm not even sure how to show you this. Oh yeah, they have walking now in your, captain's quarters, basically. Which is really, really cool. We won't take the tour right now, but thank you so much, miss. We'll save it for later. So you can see, it even shows you a hologram perception or holographic representation of your ship. And you have actually, the fittings here, so you can go to cargo hold. I can open the drone bay on it. You can see my drone bay. You could do this all too without going in here, but this is a really cool interactive little world here. We can go over here. I don't believe there's any running, so he's a little slow. This is my character. I know I'm not the best looking guy in the world, but whatever. He walks funny. I should probably look at the tutorial. There could have been no faster walking here. Mass Effect 3 early demo access for Battlefield 3 players. Yeah, I don't think that's for PC, is it? I'll check it out later. But anyways, here we go. Look at this, Drake Battlecruiser available on the market now. So it even shows advertising. It'll even show over here my corporation, which is cool. And you can actually sit here, and this will change over time. You'll be amazed. For example, here, what's this? Attention, solar system, blah blah blah. Epic Arc, seeking. Okay, so these guys are seeking us here. So you can actually click here, and they're needing help, etc., etc. Sorry, but you don't have the required standing. Oh, okay. Doesn't even like me. You have an agent finder. Here's my ship again, and you can control your things from here as well. This holographic here. There's advertising. Concord will even show wanted pilots. It'll even show new pilots. You can actually click this and it'll be like, this guy's a new player. He just got his pilot certification, etc., etc., which is really cool. Planets. I'm not sure what this one. Oh, cool. That's cool. I guess that's other info. Oh, planetary. Oh, so I guess if you own a planetary, blah, blah, blah. Oh, here you go. Bounty offer. 500 million ISK. And basically you click this and it brings you up to the bounty thing. Show bounty office. And how cool is that, though? It'll even give up the player's name and stuff on there. Really, really cool. Here it's Y Plus advertising. So yeah, that does change, and you can watch it all day and see hundreds of different things on there, which is really cool, or probably thousands all day. Yeah, so that's Eve, and I mean, I can show you my ship. I'll show you a bit of my ship, but I am making this long because I don't know if a lot of people even care about Eve, so I'd rather put it all into one. Like, I could do more episodes if people want it, but I might as well put a lot of information into one instead of doing several parts. So these are ships coming in and going. I'm just going to stop my ship here and just AFK right here. It's pretty safe here, unless if you're in a tiny little dinky ship carrying millions and millions, and when I mean millions, probably more like 1 billion ISK worth of items, and people are going to try to pop you here. So this is space. You can see all the spaceships here. You can go to different places like planets, stargates. These are different stargates going in and out. Stations. You can see other ships coming in here. That's a dummy, I believe it's called, or something like that. You can right-click them and show information. You can even get his pilot information. Oh, a blisk. You can even look at the players. I wonder why this is a little different than I'm used to. But anyways, you can look at. And you can have, like, kind of their camera view. You can even see this planet here. It's pretty cool. Reset camera. So we can go to different places like stations. Here's all the stations listed in this system. So let's go to just a random planet for fun, I guess. So you can warp. I have my sound muted. That's a memorial over there, I believe. Yeah, memorial of the winners of the Arma Riddle competition. Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. So they got like a monument put up for them. A protest monument. Like I said, it's like a living, breathing kind of world, and it's really cool what you see. Oh, wow. I've never had that happen before. Oh, wait, maybe my camera's acting up. That's why. Nope. Somehow I flew sideways, and I don't think I've ever seen that before. Or maybe I'm just blind myself. I don't know what's happening. But anyways. Oh, there you go. There's a planet here. There's somebody here. I don't know what he's doing. Cloak and dagger. I wonder. But anyways, this is a planet you can see. I don't know what you can do with the planet. I don't think you can do much, can you? Show information. View planetary. Oh, planet. Oh. That's too bad. I could have shown you, like, looking at the planet closer. You can even go to the moons and warp to it, so I don't know where the moon is, actually. You can see the graphics in this game are pretty insane and intense. Here's your weapons. You got my shielding here. Everything's passive on this system. You can overload rack. Just, like, kind of, like, overpowers it, and then you got your heat monitor. You got your what is the one? Structure. Your armor. And then your shields. So your shields go down, your armor goes down, and your structure goes down. Clearly, a long time ago, I got damaged on my structure, or my armor, and I've never repaired it. I probably should, because it's kind of dumb not to. But whatever. Yeah, and then you got your drones. You can launch drones. You can do this. Just easily launch drones. You saw in my other video, my drones probably. You can go over and right-click, and we can look at one of them. These are crappy drones, but whatever. Here you go. You can see the drones. Even the drones look pretty badass. The quality of this game is really amazing. I mean, they've had battles with over 1,000 players in one system just battling it out, which is really cool. Reset camera. There we go. So you can bring these puppies back in. Can you scoop into drone bay? Boom, boom, boom. You need to bring them back. There's a tactical view where you can really have a good view of like the distance of I believe this is 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers, etc. You could probably set it to miles, but I'm not quite sure if you can or not on that. But that's like more of your tactical view. Let's reset camera. You got your cargo, of course. You got your scanner. Your scanner is really cool. You can throw out probes if you have a probe launcher, and you can actually detect, singularities in space and things like that, as well as the hidden wormholes, etc., which is really, really cool. You can see the analyze being done right here. There we go. So apparently, oh, excuse me. Oh, what's going on with me? Apparently there is 2 cosmic anomalies, and I think I can go to these because they are actually, those are meant to be gone to, I believe. But normally you would have to actually send out probes to them and actually find them. And you can find really cool secret things that appear some days and won't be there others. Like, it's a breathing, living universe, basically. So there's some really amazing, neat things that will come and go. Like I showed you, those alliances, some of them have been there for 4 or 5 years, owning the same amount of space and territory. They protect their borders. Now, there's some people who go in there with cloaked ships and stuff and try to bypass or kill people, but usually, on the most part, they survive really well, and they prosper. I mean, they profit very well in the dark territories. I guess you want to call it dark territories. That's what I called it. But here you go. Oh, here we go. So we got some ships here. We could probably fight those because they're not too close. So let's lock these bitches up. That's weird. My control isn't working properly. Okay, so here we go. Oh crap, what are these worth? Oh, they're only... this is Jeddah, so they can't be worth much. But anyways, look at... So let's just, like, own this guy with, like, what, 1 missile? Now, he's a frigate, so these missiles are kind of overpowered, and sometimes using heavy power, you can see the size of it. Heavy power on little ships, they can actually evade them slightly. So my 2nd missile will definitely take him out now. Goodbye. And as you can see, so pretty pretty overkill there. That's combat for you there. Give you an idea of what you can do. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and goodbye. Do. Oh, these guys must be a little worth more, or did I miss? I probably just missed more, that's all. Oh well. We're really screwed now. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, and there looks like some kind of bunker over here. Not sure what that is all about, but look at, see if I can, okay. Some kind of bunker. I don't even know what this is. I've never seen it. Huh, that's cool. So I guess I could keep farming these guys, and it looks like they're actually sending them in waves. Look at, they're getting a little more powerful. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just send a single one on that guy. That probably will take those guys out. Do. Oh, that was weird. Huh. There you go. And do. Bye-bye. So you could probably lock onto this this base here. Let's try locking onto this puppy and see what happens to it. Bye-bye base that we were enjoying there for a moment. Uh-oh, here it comes. Yeah, I need to do sound effects, guys. I enjoy sound effects. Here she goes. I wish I could freeze the camera here. I'm guessing there is probably a way, but oh well. Bye-bye. There it goes, blowing up. Haha. Pretty cool, huh? So you can see I got more targets coming on me. Not sure where they're coming from. Oh, there they are. Behind me. But anyways, yeah, that's sort of how it works. You guys can see these guys are pretty low level here. So that's kind of Eve for you. I mean, there's hundreds of more things I haven't shown you. I haven't shown you mining, PvP, which I suck at, planetary, like where you can colonize them kind of thing and like farm them and etc. Oh, I see there's a bunch of stuff over here. I'm not going to even bother because these guys are easy. But I don't even know which station to go to, so I can go to my assets and just go here. I know this is the one I was at before, so I can just go right here and set destination. Actually, I can hit dock, and it'll warp there and dock for me automatically. But yeah, you can have the planetary thing where you can go into a planet, and you can kind of like start farming from the planet. They'll even shoot up the resources in a rocket if you have a space station or something. I think they'll deliver it to it or whatever, some crazy thing like that. There's player-owned stations, which are what you can use for like moon farming, and oh, there is so much to do. That would take forever to do videos on this game, but I thought I would just show you a quick idea of what EVE is. And I've been playing on and off since 2003. I only have 15 million skill points. I'm pretty weak, but yeah, it's a fun game. I think anyone who's looking for a challenging game should try it out. I mean, the nice thing is all your friends who ever played EVE or are playing EVE will be on the same server, because there is only one server. There's probably about 40 million pilots right now in the world, which is insane. The API is crazy. You have so many third-party tools that you can use with this to understand and enjoy the game. And if you used to play EVE, feel free to send me some credits. Or if you don't play anymore, there's actually a 4-hour activation that you can use. Usually use it to buy Plex. But if you like, you could always activate and send me the money. Or, yeah, whatever. You guys don't have to. I was just trying to leech from somebody. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Maybe I brought somebody into this game to at least try the 14-day trial. And thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. By the way, guys, I forgot to ask, if you want me to, I could do more videos, just let me know.